Hello, it's Bernadette, and today I've got a tip around using tradesmen. So there's always ways of getting better with trades because sometimes they can be a pretty prickly bunch. Now, I had a situation yesterday where I had engaged a renderer to render the bathroom and kitchen walls of a project because when the tiles came off, so did part of the wall, and so it needed to be reinstated. So basically, I did what I always do. I gave him a scope. He came over to look at the job. He quoted me the job, and that was all good. So he turns up the next day. He was late, which is something I really get annoyed about. And he did the job. He did a great job. But there were two large holes where bricks had fallen out in the bathroom. And he had not reinstated the wall there. He had not fixed it. He had just wended around it. When I rang him about it, he said I couldn't do that because I didn't have the things there to do it with. And I said, you looked at the job and you quoted on the job as it was. And at that time, you didn't say to me that you could not finish the job. If you needed something to fix it, you needed to bring that with you. That's part of the job. And anyhow, we had a lot of toing and froing. At the time, I had Villaboard there, which is a waterproof sheeting. So basically what I wanted him to do was to put a couple of bricks in there and to pack it out and then render over it. I did tell him I had that there because I thought that may help. And he said to me, oh no, you can just get someone to put that Villaboard there. Now I said, I'm not bringing someone else in when I have paid you to render the walls. Now he's gone off to find a solution and is coming back to do it. But the moral to the story is that you really have to stand your ground. And as women, they tend to try and pull the wool over your eyes. So this story about, oh, I didn't have what I needed to do it is rubbish. He saw the job. He just thought that he'd just skip over that bit. And sometimes it takes a bit to be able to stand your ground because as women, we do tend to often be quite apologetic. But you've got to look at the facts. And I think that if you keep practicing, that you get better and better about it. I used to feel really uncomfortable about asking a trade to do anything other than to, really pushing them. But now, like when I look at what he says, I think if he doesn't do that, I have to then go and pay another renderer to come in and patch those holes when I've already paid him to do the job. And that is part of the job. So the moral to the story is stand your ground.